And we are back to fear bonding, where we left out last time, okay? Kusuke calls me to his apartment on the next day off to talk to me in person about his parents. I think of a few encouraging and comforting words, even have a small tissue pack ready. I think that's all I need for this. I can't help but to let my eyes wander where Nishirashi sat when we first met, with a bloody toe pressed to her neck as I tasted the most delicious fear I ever eaten in my life. Kusuke guides me to the couch and when we sat down, I lean into him, pushing a strand of hair behind his ear. I hum, elated from the memory. Kusuke doesn't mind me touching him anymore. So, I'm here and all ears. Kusuke sighs and leans his forehead against mine. I think it's the first time I open up about this, but you always shown that you care about me. So I think it's fine if it's with you. He then takes my hand and nuzzles his cheek into it. I'm the middle child of three. My older brother graduated from the highly regarded University of Tokyo, while I graduated from Kyoto University. He was always a step ahead. While I don't think I'm doing bad as a psychologist, I always felt lacking to my parents. Even if they don't fully say it, I can feel it. My younger sister may not have graduated from University of Tokyo, but she has her charm. And she's a snare to her parents' hearts as a social butterfly. All in and all, I guess I felt like I didn't have a guaranteed place there compared to them. I think they also just might be a little afraid of me? Tell me, Hinata, do I seem intimidating? He slowly pushes me down, looking at me with cold eyes that feel like an entrance to an endless abyss. His sphere morphs into spiky arms and hands, complete with growing claws. Even though they can't physically touch me, they still try to dig into my arms. Kusuke, don't I always say that I'm here for you? What does that tell you? I smile at him, ecstatic from slowly eating his fear. I guess I'm not. At least towards you. He caresses my cheek as he smiles coldly. Could it be that you are turned on? Do you like it when I push you down? Ha! As if. I usually like being in control. But his fear is too much. I grab his face, pulling him down to kiss him, even biting his lip. He chuckles, letting go and setting up. Let's stop this for now. I wanted to tell you about my parents, after all. I sat up, as well, and rest my chin on my hand. I do think that I react a little different to some things compared to others. Maybe my parents have a hard time understanding why I do certain things. People usually tell me a version of their story while leaving out the details that seem too intimate to them or wouldn't be favorable to them. In Miss Shirashi's case, it felt like she was trying to avoid remembering the scary moments. In Kusuke's case, either he truly doesn't understand what's too much for other people, or he doesn't want to scare me. But he did ask if I find him intimidating. Isn't that a bit paradox? Hmm, this is the first time I tried so hard to understand a human. This is more difficult than I thought. Anyway, loyalty. That's what. Oh, it's a test! I rest my head on his lap and smile. I ain't me, Kusuke. I'm not your parents. I like being with you. His face crumples and he looks away embarrassed and sad. His fear shrinks. I gently hold his hand. So, you ready to face them with me? He nods, pulls me up, and hugs me tightly. I feel something wet on my shoulder. Is he crying? I pat his back and smile. I will gladly take over your heart, my little hunting dog. On our next day off, we visit his parents. They live in a house built in a Japanese style, complete with his own little garden. Outside, they have a car, some bicycles, probably from when Kusuke and his siblings were younger and still lived at home. Welcome. I brought some sweets as a polite gesture to his parents. I notice they exchange nervous looks when Kasuke approaches them, but they soon act like they're happy to see him. They continue to act polite and welcoming, but the tension doesn't quite leave. Just when I thought we would sit together to eat the sweets with the tea, Kasuke turns to me. I'm going to have a longer talk with my parents and catch up with them. You can wait in my old room. I lower my voice. I came all the way to see your parents. Home. There's no meaning if I leave you now. He gives me a genuine smile. It's alright. We just need to discuss some things. I left with no other choice. I follow him to his old room on the second floor. The room has wooden support beams on the walls and tatami mats on the floor. On them stands a single bed with a wooden frame. On the left, and a polished wooden study desk with high school math books. In the right corner, some open shelves and near the door, with the little gadgets like older handle games console resting on them. Next to them are old game cartridges and manga volumes neatly organized. Two sliding doors and one wall indicate a built-in closet. Maybe it's an old one which you store a photo on, or a newer one to hang clothes in. Sit wherever you like. You can even read some manga if you want. I have the old classic, Dash Dunk. I'll be right back. Now, what should I look at? What's in the plastic cage? Isn't this cage for insect hunting? It's kinda hard to imagine Kasuke as an elementary school kid running around collecting beetles and such. I wonder what he liked about it. Let's see what's the manga. It's the manga Dash Dun Kusuke mentioned. The high school basketball matches are masterfully drawn. I never went to high school, as I've looked like an adult since I was born. I never saw the need for it. Oh, that's interesting information. I gained knowledge over the centuries by reading books, learning on the job, and watching humanity progress. Fuck! Thinking back, it's perplexing to see how they've come so far. I refocused on the manga volume. I guess Kusuke did a lot of stuff typical high school boys do. As well, this manga was and still is popular. What's in the sliding doors? There's his high school uniform, and so neat. Preppy looking clothes. He must have liked looking clean and cut, and neat even back then. Let's look closer. What's this? When I look inside, I tense up. There's a small animal skull, slightly covered by a small piece of fabric, like it was put to bed. Next to it, colorful pens, an old tom- tamapochi, tamadashi, and other small things a child teenager would treasure. They seem all over the place, as if they were for multiple children with various preferences. Wait, is there a cleaning ripped out fingernail? Ew. What are you doing there? Before I could turn around, I feel Kusuke's hand digging into my shoulder. It's rude to dig into something hidden inside someone's home, don't you think? Kusuke, why did you have to look at my old treasure? I thought you were the one. He's ready to turn me into pieces if I don't say something convincing soon. I don't know what he'll do to me. His hands are already on my neck. I desperately try to scream. Only few words come out. Hey, find me. Oh, don't worry. If I tell my parents you collapse, they'll just let me live with you. They're too scared to really ask. A small choking sounds escape me. I can barely register his sniffles and mumbles. Why did you have to look, Hinata? My vision turns dark. In the end, I was the one who got devoured. Ending uncovered treasure. Wow! Okay, so that's one of the endings. We're of course gonna try to get another different ending. So, yeah. But I'll leave this part here to that. And I'll probably post the other ending later, or I'll add it in this video at the same time. We shall see. Thank you and bye.